Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is kind of continuing from what we were talking about last week about the state of music and, is it a phase and all of that. But I wanted to put a theory out there, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. And that is, like, back in the day, there were always been producers who put out albums like Quincy Jones, for instance. Mm-hmm. But that was like super rare. Nowadays, it's not. So nowadays you got Diplo, DJ Khaled, who else? Disclosure, Gordon City. Like, there's so many. And do you think that producers are like working to try and make people more into the production of a song and less of the vocals of a song, so that it's like their time to shine and not like the singer's time to shine?
Well, yeah, definitely, because everything is, everything that goes into putting a musical production together, like anything with music, to make the sound, to make the quality, to make everything, there's an art to it. Not everyone can do this type of stuff. And I really think to both sides, the production and the actual, what would I say, the projection of the song, like the singing part. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess there's an art to both, Well,
but the thing is, we already knew that. Okay, so we already knew the art to singing. Like, mm-hmm. That's been done since people push air against the vocal cords.
Oh my.
And we knew instruments. But now there's something about, mixing electronic stuff and, even some instrument stuff. Like Robert Glasper or whatever. He's more like, he's not really electronic. But again, he just plays the instrument and he's releasing albums. So I'm just saying, do you guys think that that's what they're trying to do more now? Like, trying to be, well, let's not focus so much on the singers anymore. There's other people. So let's, and that's why maybe some people are like pushing so hard for like an Iggy. Because I know
in like a lot of songs now, they do have a lot more, of the background going on than the actual lyrics. Mm. And I know that in more current songs, it's becoming a little bit more on the techno side, where they're really pushing that production out there. And I think it is fair that people know about that a little more, because making a song, even the music behind it, is a lot of work. Mm-hmm. So why shouldn't these people get their time?
Well, you mentioned you mentioned Disclosure. I feel like even though they're pushing themselves up to the front, they're still giving credit to the artists like Sam Smith and the other people that they have in their albums. Like, they'll give them featuring credits. They're not just pushing them to the background. Mm-hmm. That's just one example.
I think also, like, a lot of people who are making music are realizing, like, there's a certain type of sound that's popular. So that's probably why you hear more from producers now. It's just because they're making a lot of similar music to kind of go along with the trend. So it's more about the type of sound than, who's singing it, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I was just thinking, like, you got, and then there's also like the factor of, well, there's like somebody behind everyone, like there's T.I. behind Iggy, and it's just, not that T.I. needs to use Iggy to be, come somebody, but it's just like,
What you say?